With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Welcome to the Supreme Resort, Land v. World, a podcast and Walt Disney World, and which is the Supreme Resort. Each episode, we will discuss and explore each resort, ride by ride, land by land, deluxe hotel by superior hotel to determine which is better. I'm your host, Jimmy, and thank you for joining me on this quest to help the greater good of humanity answer the long, elusive question, which is better, Disneyland or Walt Disney World? Joining me, as always, is Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm bottling up some Rivers of America water, getting ready to ship it out.
Oh, and Erik.
I'm currently carbonating one of those bottles of water that Dan already sold me for $200.
Do you have a
Just
soda
shaking
stream?
it up real quick.
Yeah, I do. We just got one. It's awesome.
I think Dan is referring to Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America have been officially closed.
That's right.
They are now a Spirit Halloween.
And Tom Sawyer's
the river's
client
going to
list
stay there.
has no incriminating evidence in it.
That's right. We were expecting the list, and unfortunately, one did not exist. Or the list has been moved to the Hall of Presidents.
Right.
And is being stored in Abraham Lincoln's robot butt.
That's right.
I was going to say his bosom.
His robot, if you will.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
better.
Oh, but bosom's better because he says that in the Lincoln show. When does the Walt statue start?
On the 17th.
17th, yeah.
Actually, there are previews. There are previews on the 16th.
Just like when
because I
Disneyland
wasn't
opened.
invited to them, and now I'm jealous.
I want to go. I'm so jealous.
It's for Club 33 members.
We did the whole road trip thing last week, right? So we don't have to talk about that in Silver Dollar City, et cetera. So, well, great. So unless there's other business, listener, we're going to talk about hotels again because backed by popular demand.
Several people are standing up and clapping right
And
now.
by popular demand, I mean by the three of us who
I think
really, it's
people
popular
have-
to not have to research.
People
This has
have
been. Go ahead, Dave.
I've heard positive responses to it.
I have to. I was JKing.
Yeah, this is like useful information.
Yeah.
Unlike everything else we did.
We try.
Thus far.
We do try.
Yeah. So the reference earlier about deluxe and superior is that according to Disneyland's Disney-ish Disney thing, the Good Neighbor hotels,
Magical jargon.
According to the Disney travel
Storytelling
agents
magic
site,
jargon of wishes.
obviously the on-site hotels and the Good Neighbor hotels that are in the superior category are the same quality as the deluxe hotel category at Disney World. So that is what we're comparing. We will only be covering the Disneyland superior hotels on this episode. And we're finally in this whole series getting to Disney owned hotels at Disneyland.
Ooh. They only have three, folks.
We've covered a lot of them already, if not all of them, in previous episodes.
We have, yeah.
So I don't know that we need to spend a lot of time on them. However, I do want to make a couple of points for level setting this conversation.
I think not to just to be a purist. I think Pixar Place is the one that we've talked about the least on the show.
Yeah, I think you're
We
right.
did a whole episode. It was that versus Boardwalk. Bev was on.
There you go.
That but it's changed. Okay, no, you're right, but it has changed.
It is now
It has
Pixar
changed.
Place. You're correct.
But fundamentally, it's the same. All the other things are the same.
Yeah. But I
The
stand
lobby
corrected.
is cooler now.
Lobby is cooler. Restaurant's better. I'm sure the room accommodations are of a higher quality. Pool.
So
et cetera, et
go
cetera.
back and listen to the episode and imagine cooler things and a guy playing the piano, and
That's right.
That's what it is.
And a better pool. So one thing we've never really unpacked on this is, what is a Disneyland Good Neighbor Hotel? Now, a Good Neighbor Hotel is near the Disneyland Resort, and it's been recognized by Disney for meeting certain quality and service standards, while also offering assistance with vacation planning and park tickets. For example, the Wyndham Anaheim is not a Good Neighbor Hotel because it does not, basically it just doesn't, it's not part of the program, because the program also includes Disney Travel Company being able to offer discounted room rates as a part of packages, and Wyndham does not participate. Therefore, they don't have a little desk in their lobby where you can buy tickets, et cetera, et cetera.
And I've stayed at the Wyndham in Anaheim. It's, for a Wyndham property, it's fantastic, but you know, that's like saying that there's a place in Laughlin that's exciting, you know.
For reference, the Wyndham Orlando, also not a Good Neighbor Hotel. So maybe it's just a Wyndham thing. A Disneyland Superior Good Neighbor Hotel designation signifies a hotel that goes above and beyond in providing quality amenities and service to guests while still maintaining a convenient location, blah, 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 and enhanced in amenities like themed rooms, larger suites, multiple pools, on-site dining, etc. So that's kind of what makes a superior hotel superior. As a part of this discussion, also, we're not going to talk a lot about pricing, but just to give you some framework, I did a little exercise where I went on the travel agent site and looked at 2 nights at a Disneyland hotel or Good Neighbor in mid-December, December 9th through the 11th specifically, with 3-day, 1 park per day tickets. The least expensive Disney-owned option is the Pixar Place Hotel for $1,955. The most expensive Good Neighbor Hotel for the same package, same dates, is $1,581. So roughly $450 cheaper for the whole package, and that's the most expensive of the options. The least expensive is the Sheraton Park Hotel at Anaheim Resort. That is the least expensive package, and that one is $1,250 for that package. So
just looking at the map for some of these, and it's interesting that you say that they are near the park.
Well,
half mile to 1 mile.
That's what really sort of triggered me searching for what makes a superior hotel, because they're like 2 miles away. How is that a superior Good Neighbor? But it's because of the amenities they offer. And
they have a restaurant
Disney
that's open
rooms
from noon to 3.
That's right. So anyhow, do you guys have any other placemaking or business you'd like to cover before we get into this, other than the fact that you're going to be at Disneyland on the 70th anniversary?
Yeah,
I am.
That will be fun.
17th, 18th, 19th.
And I'll be there the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
How many times are you going to see Walt's robot?
Probably just once. It's a virtual queue.
Oh, it is? That's been confirmed?
Yeah, that was announced last week. It's a virtual queue.
Follow-up question. I think probably answered, because I was going to ask, how full will that theater be?
It'll be full every single time. Friend of the show, Teg, will be going on the 16th because one of his Club 33 hookups is getting them a ticket to see it on the 16th. Apparently I'm not cool enough to go with that group, but then yeah, we're putting some stuff together, Dan. So I've already got your annual pass on my list.
Nice.
So I'll have to, once I get my actual ticket, which I think arrives Monday, I can scan that in and we can add you to our group for the virtual queue for things. But you can definitely join me in the park because I'm staying at the Disneyland Hotel. I can get in an hour earlier. But at least this avoids the thing we were talking about the other day on the hub crawl, which is, where will the line go? Well, it's virtual queue.
I think it'll still go there, though.
Eric, real quick, timestamp. Erik, Tag can suck a dick.
Oh, we're gonna have to edit that out.
That's why I told you to check the timestamp.
No, I'm not editing
for the
that
two
out.
of you.
This is our show.
Previous conversation. Okay, sorry. So you have things and business, and you have dining reservations, I suspect, Daniel?
I have 8. What do I have? I have.
You've got a lamplight.
Yeah, I have a lamplight. You have my information on your thing, right? Tell us what I have.
I might still too.
I bet you do.
Let's see if I'm logged in.
Let's see how quickly.
Oh, listener, you are so into this. I can tell.
By the way, listener, before you turn this off / continue, I was thinking about the closure of the
I'm sorry.
Rivers of America at Disney World and how sad everyone is. And people who go to Disneyland, if you would like to try doing something to help our Rivers of America is probably safe, but Tom Sawyer's Island, maybe not. And Mark Twain might turn into a museum walkthrough attraction. So when you go, I'm not saying you have to go to the island, but just take people to the places.
Walkthrough? What are you talking about?
Mark Twain. There's been talk. I don't know.
Yeah, the Columbia will continue to sail.
Interesting.
Just like Dan loves.
And that would be awful.
I don't see
anyway, I'm just saying
dining.
People are talking about go on these things every time you go. And that's great. I totally do that. I think actually a more effective way around this is when you hear people talking about going to Disneyland or go with a friend for the first time or whatever, just casually mention, oh, hey, have you seen the Tiki Room? Are you familiar with the Mark Twain? Just generate that interest instead of keeping it to yourself.
Try to get those turnstiles a buzzing.
Turnstiles a buzzing.
Dan, I'm looking at your future plans, and there are no dining listed.
I love this derail that is happening.
Oh my goodness! Are you? I'm also going to log in. This is what the listeners are clamoring for. Clamoring for.
Listener, I want you to make note of who is the one doing the distraction right now. It's not me this time.
What? Are you serious? It's not Dan?
Dan, you don't have any dining.
What? Oh, I might have canceled. I don't know.
Oh, because we can't see his dining because it's he doesn't have to tag people in it. It's just under his own name.
I see his admission tickets.
I have on
fair.
Thursday, July 17th, a reservation at the Lamplight Lounge for lunch at 3:15 p.m. I'm hoping to be joined by Erik and Teg and a fourth guest who is yet to be named.
Is his name David Selly?
Possibly, or could be Teresa if she wants to be a part of it.
Sure.
And on Friday the 18th, I have a reservation for Cafe Orleans at 11:30 a.m. and another reservation for the Lamplight Lounge at 6:45 p.m.
What's their lunch like at Cafe Orleans?
I haven't been in a while. It's fine. It's the usual good, well prepared food. I'm still upset that they got rid of shrimp and grits. So
I know. You gotta.
One of those reservations will not survive this trip. Saturday, July 19th, I have a reservation at 11:30 for a fantastic dining package at Rancho del Zocalo. Probably won't keep that because usually the third day that's when it's just like, I'll just get go on the train, whatever.
I'll just get a corn dog and I'll leave.
But in a nice way, not a like I'm over it, just a like, okay, I'm just gonna hang out.
Dan, do you have Nat and May's
I do not.
Phone number?
I do not.
Because Nat wants to hang out with you.
Let's finish this part of the.
Okay,
let's move on to the actual show.
Oh, the real show?
After I reveal that I also have a Carnation Cafe reservation at 3:20 p.m. Again, may not keep it.
This may not surprise you, Erik. Lunch menu and dinner menu are identical.
Oh, that makes sense.
Prices are the same. Menu's the same.
All right.
Anyway,
there are a lot of people that are going to be there on the 17th.
I'm sure.
Surprising nobody.
Yeah.
Very exciting. All right, let us talk about superior hotels. Now, I would posit that we don't really need to cover Pixar Place, Grand California.
Do you want to pause it, or do you pause it?
I think that they might be like, Eric, you're a science guy. What's the opposite of a baseline? Like an inverse baseline, like a ceiling.
Yeah.
Would that be the word?
What?
They're the sort of the flagship.
Instead of
Apex,
them being
Zenith.
Sure.
Zenith.
Okay. Yes.
The Zenith
so
is the bottom.
Instead of being the baseline that we're going to compare things to, I think they're like the whatever that is. The like, okay, well, here's the price difference. What does that price difference account for? What is it worth it overall? To you know how hotels work.
Well, I think we covered it generally by saying that the most expensive Good Neighbor hotel is $400 less than the least expensive Disney hotel.
Do we want to start there instead of the usual, where we start with the cheapest and go to most expensive?
For convenience, I say no.
Okay.
It's all somewhat arbitrary. I just
Jimmy
sorted
does
it by
not like
price.
to scroll.
Exactly. So the prices that I don't have listed are, and actually I don't have the price listed for anything in this document, but the Anaheim Resort, the JW Marriott, Anaheim are not available for those dates, so I don't have any pricing reference, but we will be talking about them. So let's get started with the Sheraton Park Hotel at the Anaheim Resort.
Sheraton. Okay.
Sheraton Park Hotel is just south of Catella. It is on Harbor Boulevard, just south of Catella. There are all sorts of things to do around there, obviously. Near the Anaheim Portofino, across from Hotel Lulu.
And of course, the dinner theater that they have at Hotel Lulu
still
apparently.
open. I think it might not be.
I guess. There's another building. Oh, that's also Lulu. Yeah, it's essentially across the street from Hotel Lulu. I think in a lot of people's mind, it doesn't exist because it's like, it's like kind of in between. It's the place that's like not exactly across the street from Toy Story parking, and it's got the Mortons by it. It's in a weird area.
Also, the Hearthstone Pizza and Wine, the Saverstone Hearth Pizza and Wine appears to be in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
So we're saying this is part of the area that's going to be completely bulldozed to put in a new Skyliner when they do more with the Toy Story parking lot.
Oh no, that's Garden Walk.
It's part of the Marriott brand family, the Bonvoy, if you will. There is a restaurant on site, a bar. There's meeting spaces, laundry, digital check-in. They don't have a TV, but they do have guest room entertainment.
Do they have air conditioning?
They specifically say they don't have TVs?
What? No, it just doesn't say color TV on the list of amenities.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the
menu.
I'm looking at the review pictures for the food place. Picture every meal that you've had at a Marriott, and then make it like pizza / Italian themed. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Just it's kind of like you've seen it, you know.
Savor breakfast, savor lunch, and savor Stone Hearth Pizza and Wine.
$20 to $30. Closest 10
and
PM.
more lobby bar. The World Market. There's a pool bar. Also, it's probably worth noting because it's noted on their website under the amenities is that they have a lobby and they have a front desk, and the front desk is staffed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is an amenity.
Okay. Just from what I'm seeing here, based on it is, if you want, when you go to Disneyland, because you're here for a convention, this is probably where you're going to stay.
Yeah, exactly. Or one of those, because it's like basically at the convention center. Yeah. On-site parking is $12. Daily parking is $34. So hourly parking is $12. Excuse me. Daily is $34. Valet is $40. Is it worth the $6 to not have to walk? Plus tip, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But then there's also electric car charging stations.
Oh, that's nice.
In terms of getting to the park, what you're gonna want to do is go out of the hotel through the lobby that is staffed and has a front desk. I think there you could take the Grand Plaza line for art. Art. We need to talk about art at some point during this conversation, because it is
Wait,
not.
You're going to talk about public transportation during the bougiest one? Come on, Daniel.
Welcome to the Fart Sniffer podcast. You're gonna go out, turn right on Harbor Boulevard, or you could go left and hike all the way up. But your real pro move is going to be to go into the toy store parking lot, because especially if you go in the morning, you can hit security right there and take one of them buses. Is it less magical? It sure is. But guess what? You're staying in possibly the least magical neighborhood. It's almost like it's like, you know how we talked about before, that place where it's just like weird, it's extra corporate, like why would you stay there kind of area. This is like the taint of the Anaheim resort, where it taint magic and it taint that other thing.
Daily nightly rates are $153 right now for this hotel.
That's not a dirty word.
All right, so there you have it. I think that sums that one up pretty well.
Hey, since both of you are probably also looking at the same map that I'm looking at, does Google Maps? Yeah, it probably does.
Google Maps.
Wherefore Google Maps makes little summaries underneath certain locations. For instance, the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, Ube Coconut just dropped. Do you see the same thing that's under Walgreens? That's on the corner of Catella and South Harbor? Because mine reads, Walgreens, kills fungus, soothes skin.
Nice. I'm not seeing that.
Hold on.
Well, wait. I thought that was enjoyable.
Yeah, no, it's that Walgreens. Yes, I have stayed in that. I've stayed in the Walgreens before. The foot care aisle. It is all part of that complex.
I'm more pointing out the caption underneath. Kills fungus, soothes skin.
So it looks like my beef with art is not as bad as I thought it was. You could take the Grand Plaza line and not feel ridiculous for taking it. There are, however, other lines that during the day get collapsed and combined, such as the Disney Way and Manchester line, which becomes like an hour long, a 40 minute. This goes from a 20-minute round trip to a 40-minute round trip. There's only one bus, and good luck getting on it. And then they still have the morning lines, like Harbor Line, for example. I'm just looking at it. Runs from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then apparently at night. So if you're just going in the morning and leaving at night, you're still good. But if you're looking to use the art for that midday nap thing, which is so wonderful to do, and you're staying anywhere involving, you know what, I'll just say Grove District, Harbor, Disney Way, Clementine, maybe Hotel Circle, I'm not sure, Catella. I think the only one that runs, as far as I can tell, just a quick look, I think the only one that runs all the time is Grand Plaza. I'll look more into that. Maybe Manchester too. Anyway, this could change some minds in terms of planning. It has for me in terms of where I stay, and it's ridiculous.
All right. Anything else on that hotel, Eric?
No, I've walked by it.
Wonderful. We've done
Never
that together.
stay there.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, if you have points and this is the only place that's available, go for it. But I don't see any reason to like be excited about staying here, to be honest.
Okay. Other than it's the least expensive, superior good neighbor hotel, and it's relatively close.
Right, but
it's still walkable.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that if you're going to do that, you may as well stay at the Clarion or Cortona, which is, they don't have a restaurant, but like you could walk to Saverstone. It's right there. You can walk to Morton's,
Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to the Hyatt Regency Orange County. Now, this is far. It's, according to their website, is 1.57 miles from Disneyland. But if you were to do Google Maps walking, it's 1.7 miles. It's across the street from the Anaheim Marriott Suites, which is, of course, dead to me. But proximity to quite a few restaurants, Ogie's Pizza, which I love so very much, Outback Steakhouse, Joe's Crab Shack, Red Robin, right there across the street. Excuse me. Inside of the hotel is a restaurant. Some of the amenities, of course, they have in-room Chromecast, which is a delightful feature. There's a restaurant on site, valet parking. One of the things I thought was interesting is there's a concierge. That's something you don't see a lot in some of the more moderate deluxe good neighbor hotels.
To be clear, not a concierge, a concierge.
No, you got one of those anytime you want by calling 856-HOUR-EARS.
I'm looking at the art information for this one. This one's connected to the Grove District line, which is one of those that gets compacted, oddly enough, into another line. Let's check out how far that one is away. Every 45 minutes. And the bus driver is currently taking a break on Hastor Street. So good luck there. However, if you're not afraid of public transportation, which most people are, you can take the regular city bus route 43. Will take you to the park.
I would like to point out some of the dining options inside the hotel. There's Tusca. It's basically breakfast from 6:30 to 11:30, and they do have Mickey-shaped waffles.
Oh.
The OC Brew House. Meet up with friends or catch a game while enjoying a cold Southern California microbrew. It's open 4 p.m. to midnight. There's a Starbucks. There's the Citrus Grove Deli, which is open from 11:30 to midnight. There's Iswii, ISWII, which means I'm sweet, offers everything your sweet tooth desires, from creamy gelato to refreshing sorbet, handmade waffles to tasty milkshakes, refreshing smoothies, and flavorful boba. Come and share the Iswii happiness with us while visiting Orange County. In-room dining with Citrus Grove. That's also a nice feature. And then they have poolside delivery. Hang out poolside and enjoy a selection of salads, sandwiches, cocktails, and more. Seems like a luxurious resort.
Sure does. Hey, are we going to cover Great Wolf Lodge?
Ooh, it's not a good neighbor. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Although that should be an episode.
Let me just double check on that. If you want to keep going, but I'm
they don't have a Great Wolf Lodge in Orlando, unfortunately.
They don't?
I don't think so.
That seems weird.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else on the Hyatt Regency?
I'm just double checking the bus route just in case.
Double checking.
Yep, 43. That's what you want to take.
Take 43 on the bus route.
43. I think if you're staying on Harbor and you don't want to rely on art, which is sadly becoming less reliable, and if you're not afraid of public transportation, which you shouldn't be, that's going to be the route 43. Also across the street, Del Taco, Masala Craft Indian. Let's check out it's a 4.5 rating, probably very good. Anything in that area that has a good rating is probably good, or a chain. Speaking of, you have Outback. Coco's, one of the only Coco's left in the world, is apparently there. And guess who's going to Coco's when I go to Disneyland? Because I didn't know it was there.
Yeah. Well, Outback, we also mentioned Joe's Crab Shack, etc.
Target is
Across the
catty
street.
corner in case you want to go buy a ridiculous amount of beer and you are Jimmy and myself with a
And
time machine.
please know that you cannot take that shopping cart.
Oh, you sure can't.
Oh no, it'll lock up.
It sure did. That was so fun. A similar vein of everything you just said, everything we just talked about, is the Delta Hotel, which is on the opposite side of the Anaheim Marriott Suites. They share a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So everything Dan just mentioned, everything we just mentioned about art and everything else, and across the street from Target and all the restaurants is the Delta Hotels Marriott Anaheim Garden Grove.
It's on the southwest corner of the same intersection.
That's right. So the Delta Hotel is a Canadian brand, and I've really, really enjoyed Delta. Whenever I, am in a place and Delta's an option, I almost always choose it. They're well designed, mostly spacious, just well themed, well appointed. I stayed at a Delta hotel in Manhattan by Times Square, and it's just really comfortable. A lot of nice amenities and good quality. So I like it. As a Marriott loyalist, I think Delta is a good choice. If you're ever in Canada and there's a Delta option, use it.
Nice.
It's great.
Same thing with the Garden, the Grove District. You can also take, let me see, is the 43. There's also a 43 stop by the Target. They're super close. Not that anyone cares about what I would pick, but this, hey, we have a podcast, so we talk. I think this one probably has a slight edge for me because you don't have it feels like it would feel more like a resort area because you have that whole complex with, you got your Ogies, Outback, Red Robin, Joe's Crab Shack, convenience and the Cocos across the street. In terms of just straight up convenience, this one I think has an edge, even though it's not that much. The distance is kind of the same. I'm just looking at the area and how it operates. That seems what's south. Yeah.
Garden Grove.
Ew.
You're getting closer to the Great Wolf Lodge.
You are getting closer to the Great Wolf Lodge. Yeah. I just from the aerial view, it feels like the kind of place that I think what I'm getting at is it feels like it's less like the convention, the lanyard,
a little bit
the
more
lanyard
vacation
class.
resorty.
Yeah. You'll see less
okay.
shiny polos, I think here.
They have guest room entertainment, no TV.
It's live. The live entertainment. You just call up and you say, "Hey, bring me a clown."
Pets are not allowed. This may be a deal breaker.
Could be.
On-site parking is $29. Period. It means there's no valet option. The front desk is staffed.
Thank God.
So that's good to know.
Also
They don't appear
good.
to have
Wow.
a concierge. They do have restaurants on site. You can enjoy food and drinks offered at Delta Hotels Anaheim Garden Grove. The California Grill is open for breakfast and dinner. The lobby bar is open from 4 to 11. And then, of course, all the mentions.
If it matters, pool versus pool.
It's an outdoor pool.
The Hyatt seems to have a more whimsical open space pool. Oh, and it has a basketball court. So if you like sports stuff, this is Hyatt's, I think, probably between the two, probably a very good place.
And there's poolside cocktail food delivery too at the Hyatt.
The pool at the Delta seems, I'm going to assume it feels cozy.
Yeah. And according to Marriott's website, it is a setting for the perfect wedding. It's the premier venue to plan an intimate gathering or a grand event with locally inspired menus. Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered the rest of that area in general.
I think so, yeah.
So it's time to move on to the Sheraton Garden Grove Anaheim South. I have a feeling we're going to be having a very similar conversation.
Which is still in the same area.
Oh, it's just to the south.
Just a little further south than the Delta hotels. It's funny, as we get further south, we get more expensive.
That is weird. Unless they're saying, well, you're closer to Great Wolf Lodge.
They better have the most well-stocked lobby and the best free breakfast, because I don't see, I mean, unless you really, really, really like Raising Cane's across the street, I don't see any reason to stay here.
Hold on a second. Let me just verify.
And you can go to any Target
This
anywhere.
is the Sheraton Garden Grove, Anaheim South. So all the proximity to restaurants we'd mentioned, and you're a little closer to Raising Cane's, Dan's point. Target's still across the street. It's more expensive than the last three hotels we just talked about. And
to the south,
here is the first thing on their website. The first thing it says: "Welcome to Sheraton Garden Grove, Anaheim South Hotel. Hotel near Garden Walk, Anaheim."
Oh my God!
Wow,
it is the furthest thing.
It's nowhere near Garden Walk.
Disneyland. It says Garden Walk.
Wow,
it's a hotel near Disneyland.
I'm tempted to call them and ask, like,
I know
all sorts of.
It's not even listed as a Good Neighbor hotel on their website. That's
wow. I mean,
only a mile from Ruth's Chris.
They better have color TVs, is all I'm saying.
Well, let's see. Nope, just guest room entertainment. Sorry.
This one's also Grove District line, and across the street by that same Target, you have the 43 bus stop. This is a ridiculous place. I mean, look, sure, we should probably go into the details, but I'm just thinking, okay, I always ask myself, who is this for? You know, like when we do these hotels, this isn't even for the convention folk. No, this is for the convention folks that like work for a company that isn't going to pay. No, but it's more expensive.
They're paying for a booth. They're not sending you there.
If your convention is in Target, this is probably where you're going to stay.
Or if your convention's inside of the Sheraton. Or I don't know if I'd stay there.
To the south, there's, and don't get me wrong, I don't have any problem with this as a concept. Empty lots in Anaheim equals, it is no longer the resort. Wow.
Yeah. Well, there's an empty lot across the street from Disneyland still.
Yeah.
That one near Sun.
Let's
Coast.
Talk about specific hotels in the restaurants in the hotel. Park Grill Restaurant, California cuisine, 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. So this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a Park Grill lobby bar that's open till 10. As we get further south, the bars open, or they close earlier and earlier. There is a club lounge for you Marriott Bonvoy loyalists. I'm going to open up the dinner menu. Menu. Let's play the what's on the menu game.
Ooh,
Marriott branded Sheraton Hotel. It is Sheraton. Yes, it is. Okay.
I'm going to go
Park
first.
Grill Restaurant, California cuisine is what it's. Let's start with the beginning dinner menu. Paired small plates.
Okay. Do they have a dessert menu?
Ooh, let's see. It is not listed.
Okay. I'm going to guess. I'm going to go first. I'm going to take the easy guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mozzarella sticks.
Dan, you're wrong.
Oh my God.
You're one step. You're guessing one step below the starting point of the Marriott branded hotel restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Onion rings.
Nope, still in that same lower tier. I think mozzarella sticks, onion rings, the step below where we're going to start here.
Truffle fries.
That may be an option, but not in the starters, in the small plates. So, Dan, you're obviously missing the wings. Chicken
wings.
Yes. Wings. Okay. I'm like, where are we going?
Now,
are we going to Artichoke here?
A wing station. Traditional of Asian firecracker sauce.
You know what? I've been wrong about everything. You should definitely stay at this church.
Warm tortilla chips and salsa.
Wow.
Pot stickers.
Oh.
All right, let's talk about the entrees. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entrees on this.
Teriyaki burger.
By the way, Dan, yep. Sides, French fries, onion rings, sweet potato fries, rice pilaf, or mashed potatoes.
Got it.
That's the sides.
Something involving teriyaki is going to be on the menu.
You might be able to add it, but it is not listed.
Oh, man. Dan is way off base here.
You know what else is not listed on this?
Huh.
No hamburger. No cheese.
They
burger.
don't have a burger. Okay.
So
No
are they
burger.
leaning way into the vague Asian thing?
They're leaning into California cuisine with their gourmet mac and cheese.
Oh my God.
Penne pasta. It's not even mac and cheese. Penne pasta, bacon, 5-cheese blend topped with crispy breadcrumbs. New York steak, Mexican fish tacos, grilled herb chicken, roasted salmon, and pork chop. And then there's a pizza oven because they have an option pizza options.
Mm.
There you go. We'll play that game again later in this episode.
They're basically saying, I mean, Raising Cane's is across the street and Buca de Beppo is a block away. Like,
It's
what
all
else
far.
do people need?
It's all far from there.
Yeah, you can't really cross the street there. Yeah, Buca. Oh, that's a full block. Wow.
Yeah. And this is Anaheim blocks. They're basically like, they're huge.
They're New York City blocks.
Yeah, they are big.
Yeah, it's a quarter mile for each block.
So everything we've just mentioned, the Sheraton Garden Grove Anaheim South, which is currently so far the furthest hotel away, and it might be the furthest hotel away from Disneyland on the Good Neighbor list.
Walking is going to take you, according to Google, 38 minutes.
Yeah. The package for 2 nights and 3-day single park is $1,309 for what we just mentioned. And then there's the Viv Hotel. This is a tribute portfolio hotel. Excuse me for all that. The
Marriott's
Viv.
making a lot of showings on this list.
Yeah,
Viv.
Marriott.
Okay.
Just for place setting. No, wait. This one's a Radisson, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't sound like a Marriott.
Yeah,
but it is closer.
It is. This is the hotel that you can kind of see from certain places in the park across the 5 freeway that you look at and think to yourself, I'd love to stay there, but it's really far away. It seems to have a really nice, interesting, like bar area / culture. I've actually talked to some locals. I've talked to some locals that I've met just like in the parks talking about things that have changed. Basically the lamplight outdoor bar. And I've heard that area, that hotel has an interesting sort of local nightlife scene that could be fun if you're looking for that.
And for $62 additional from the Sheraton we just talked about, that's 2 miles away, for the whole package, you're spending an extra $62 to stay at the new Tribute Portfolio Hotel near Disneyland in Anaheim. The first thing listed on this website is near Disneyland in Anaheim.
I mean, it's not. It's, let me see. It's,
what I'm saying is it's closer to the Grove, or what was it? What was the Garden Walk?
Garden Walk.
It's closer to Garden Walk than the other one was, but it doesn't say Garden Walk. It says Disneyland. So they've got their act together, is what I'm saying.
It's just tough to get there.
As far as art goes, you're looking at come back. Hotel Circle line, but that also gets reduced down to the Hotel Circle and I think Clementine combo, which I've never taken it, and that's the one that I would be taking. It's a ridiculous wait to get a bus.
Yeah, there's not a lot of restaurant options around either.
I believe there's restaurants in there.
It's not the
best area of Anaheim, which may or may not be a selling point for people. I don't know.
It's due east of the Esplanade. It is almost exactly at the same longitude, latitude, whatever it is. It's due east of the Esplanade, but in order to get there, you have to cross under a freeway,
right?
An interstate, I should say. But if you were to walk, it's 1.2 miles. But mostly because you have to go south, then west, then back north again.
Yeah, and not the most visually appealing walk.
Yeah, under the interstate, it's not great.
In all honesty, from what I understand, the Viv, restaurant-wise, it's pretty damn great, but it's not the most convenient. If you're okay taking here, I think this is who would stay here. I think it's. I don't mind taking an Uber.
Young people, not hipsters, but they have a rooftop bar.
Yeah. If you're going and if it's
if you're going to Disneyland
20s,
Resort and you're going to go to Disneyland at some point, but you're really young and you're young in love and you're
trying to impress somebody,
exactly,
or you just want a nice place to stay. I'm not saying any of these to be negative. I think that, you know, it would be a great place if it's just like, yeah, we'll take an Uber to the park and then we'll come back and then, you know, we'll do some lines of blow and, you know,
and if you're like I mentioned, if you're, you know, new, young in love, young and hip and hot and you have expendable income,
right,
and you're trying to find the V, there's the bar at the top is called the Top of the V. That's a good place to start if you want to have a good time.
And you go there.
Am I right, ladies?
Classy.
And you enjoy it, and then you apologize, and you cry a little bit, and then you say, but I said, I'm sorry. Why are you?
Top of the V is taking spectacular views of SoCal from top. See, they call it even SoCal, so they're cool and hip. Yeah. From Top of the V, while savoring a selection of creative Spanish dishes inspired by Basque country cooking at expertly crafted by Chef The atmospheric space features an exhibition kitchen and private dining room, and you can book a table. Like, you need a reservation to eat there. There's a dress code, smart casual. It's got its own website.
Here's the thing. I think if the Grand Legacy has sounded good to you and you've thought, yeah, but I still want to be able to say slurs at top volume when there are children, and I can't because the children might be present. You go to the Viv.
No children here.
Yeah. I bet
say what you want, kids.
Cured meats. They have cured meats, pintos, which is
I'm only saying these things because I feel old and irrelevant. So like I would love to have the energy in myself to go like, oh, the Viv, that sounds great. I would probably enjoy first 3 hours there and be like, I shouldn't be here.
Dan,
so this is like the opposite of the Marriott hotel lobby restaurant menu game.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric, you had something to say.
Oh, I was just going to say, Dan, on the 17th, if there's too much of a crowd, we need to just go to the Top of the V.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, it's not cheap, but like if they have 4 desserts, Dan, not one of them you'll guess.
Creme brulee.
Nope. Tarta de queso, burnt Basque cheesecake.
Wait, what? Say those words again. What?
Tarta de queso.
Oh my God.
Cheesecake.
Burnt Basque cheesecake. Chocolate flan. Sorbets. Spanish olive oil cake. They have sauces that are $5 per sauce. Herb clarified butter. Words I can't pronounce. Bomba rice. Meats and seafood. Listen to this. They have cheese and Iberico platter. It's a chef selection of meats and cheeses. It's $45.
Wow.
It's a fancy restaurant.
Yeah. And you have a view of, at best, the freeway. But that will also include a distant view of the theme parks. And to be honest, that view of the freeway might not be bad. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a reality where I think where I'm conflicted is everything that appeals to me about the Viv is the same part of me that listens to certain tracks on, and this is for you, Eric, the Young Americans album, and feels like, wouldn't it be great to be like a cocaine kingpin in like early 80s Los Angeles? This is
I
think
the place. You nailed it. Now, the Oasis pool bar is only open Friday and Saturday from 12 to 5, which is odd. But it looks very resorty. Melody's Market is what it sounds like. And then there's another restaurant called Valencia's. It's more of a casual restaurant. The menu is not listed here, but you can make a reservation
if you have to ask. It's nice without being nice with a capital N. Like it, you know what I mean? It's not like fancy nice, but it's nice, I think.
I'm looking at the view from the V, the top of the V, and I'm seeing the
Nice.
I'm seeing the
high five, bro.
excuse me. I'm seeing the Residence Inn. I'm seeing parts of Disneyland.
Ooh, the
How are you
Residence
seeing
Inn.
okay.
I'm seeing the convention center.
So how? Yeah, I guess
I'm
how
seeing
tall
Garden
is the hotel?
Walk.
It's tall.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm seeing.
I mean,
Garden
it is.
Walk
It's
here.
tall enough that you can see parts of it from parts of the park.
Okay. I mean, like the Suncoast, where I have actually stayed, like it's not a very tall hotel. You can't really see the park.
Yeah, it's
over
Suncoast
the other
for
hotels.
like
Oh yeah,
people
there's
who are
Pixar.
cooler.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the picture from the top of the V. I'm looking at the Incredicoaster.
Still.
So anyway, it looks like a cool spot. It looks like young and expendable income, no kids. You don't really want to, maybe you're going to go to Disneyland.
And don't let our bitterness about that influence
Oh, I'm
you.
not bitter at all. I'm jealous.
I'm saying me. Yeah, no, I.
This is my new favorite hotel.
I want to go. I want to go to that.
Yeah,
that deck, that like top floor deck looks awesome.
Yeah,
they've got trees.
They have trees outside.
Oh yeah, they have that
outside
so
trees
for further place setting. It is that hotel that has that little spot in the like not the top floor, but like there's this little cutout area that has trees at the top towards the top of the building.
There we go.
Is it me? Am I frozen or Dan frozen?
No, nobody's. Is Dan frozen?
Am I?
Oh no, you're not.
Yeah,
you just stopped talking. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to. By the way, go to the Viv, everybody. I'm going there next time.
Yeah, jeez.
And then the next more expensive hotel is the Anaheim Majestic Garden Hotel.
If you like Solvang, this is the place for you.
It looks very, very Germany. Flowers even look German on their website.
It has a whole like Bavarian thing. They have their own tram, which is nice. From what I can gather, the tram actually runs at a reasonable rate. I think it's like 20 every 20 minutes or every 30 minutes. And it runs all day. You can also see Magic at the Majestic with David Mencken.
Ooh.
This is
David Mencken?
Yes. And they have a Japanese restaurant, a bistro. I'm fascinated by this place. From what I understand, if the idea of staying at a place where you can see a magic show and there is a princess of the castle that reads stories and there is a courtyard and it has the vague enough theming that you can kind of go along with it. From what I understand, this is totally the place. Not for everyone at all, but if you're that person, aka probably me, and I've never stayed here, this is probably a place.
It's north of the Disneyland Resort. It's almost across the street from
probably
the Team Disney building.
I've never stayed there, so I can't guarantee it, but I would imagine really good views of the fireworks, if not impeccable views of the fireworks.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Is this really a motel?
No, it's a hotel.
So it really is a hotel. Okay.
There are courtyards.
Image here.
There are courtyards that I see what you're saying. I don't know that it's nothing but interior. I think it's a mix. I think there are spots that. No, I think it's a hotel with courtyards.
It is called a hotel. The courtyards are like walkable, like gardens. Okay. Man, it's pretty.
Yeah, I've been right. I like that's part of the running route that you do on Run Disney events, but I've never really been up. I've never really noticed this one.
Well,
it's bigger than I thought. Okay,
let's listen to the specials. There's a happy anniversary D23 members special, military and first responder special, a AAA member special, magic key holder discounts, a decade of enchantment package, book direct and save, and spooktacular getaway. There's a lot of different specials on their website.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
this place looks awesome. I really like this.
Hanagi Japanese restaurant, to Dan's point, Garden Court Bistro, Garden Court Lounge.
It's the kind of place that
California Deli.
If they were to build it in like Lubbock, Texas, this would be like the coolest thing, and everyone went to.
Right.
And like your family that you visited would say like, if you stay there, we will come visit you.
Yeah. It does look pretty cool. It's very nice. A lot of great gardens. The Garden Court Bistro. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Dan, where you started before is where you should start this time.
Mozzarella
Entree starters, mozzarella sticks, famous majestic fried calamari, dragon wings, chicken lettuce wraps, Caesar salads, pizza, pasta, burgers.
I think I have a
kids menu.
I've seen a lot of videos for this place, and it's dark, but in that fun like medieval times kind of dark way. It's not straight up castle theme, but it's like Bavarian castle adjacent. Like I said, if you enjoy solving in all the ways that like ironically but also sincerely, I think this is the place. I don't think, now when we say it looks nice, let's keep in mind what we're meaning by nice. I think that if you approach it with an appropriate sense of irony, it's probably fantastic.
I don't even think you need to do that. And
really,
why,
I get that feeling.
Specialty dinner buffet. Adults $22, kids $10.95. All buffets include mixed green salad, Caesar salad, cucumbers, tomatoes, etc., etc. Soup, the soup of the day, dessert, self-serve ice cream with toppings. Listen to these buffets. Monday and Friday is south of the border. Tuesday and Thursday are Southern barbecue. Saturday is American picnic.
I want to defend the irony thing. I'm not saying irony in the sense of like, this is actually stupid and bad, and that's why I like it. It's just that there is an inherent sense of ridiculousness to it that, like, if someone were to say to you, I booked you at this nice hotel. It's called the Anaheim Majestic Garden Hotel. And you pulled up and you were to walk into this, and just your average person, you'd probably be like, I don't know what this person's idea of nice is. This is not what I expected. Yeah, but if you go into it with this idea of like, you know where we should stay? That weird place, the Anaheim Majestic. I hear it's actually really nice. I hear it's actually really good. It's pretty. But it's like, it's weird too, but not in a bad way. It's like, it's that fundamental weirdness of the concept that I think, if you're into it, this place is probably great.
Yeah, this place looks rad.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm in.
The courtyards are great. They've got movies.
The beds. Nice pool.
Curtains on the beds.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rooms. There's curtains next to the beds.
They've got weird furniture. Yeah. That's ironic.
Yeah. No, it's irony is, I don't even know the correct word. It's just, it's whimsical without being childish.
Yeah, I love it.
Dan,
I'm in.
They've got suits of armor in the lobby.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm fascinated by this place because I love solving, and
everybody staying there is wearing Mickey ears.
And the price point is just, it's higher than I would find reasonable to pay.
That's unfortunate.
Dream Machine shuttle service.
Well, because I mean, I love the Anaheim Hotel, and so if I'm gonna pay any amount that is more than whatever I'm paying for Cortona, it's going to be at the Anaheim Hotel. Oh yeah. No, this place is
free. It's like private shuttle. Self-parking is $30 a day.
It's like the Laughlin Hotel that you're excited to go back to, but you don't go to gamble there.
They do have air conditioning and
color TVs.
Color TVs.
Do they?
Yeah, it's listed.
Wow.
I think that is actually super telling about this place. And again, not in a negative way, but in that like whimsical, ironic kind of way. They have it listed. They have a color TV.
Yeah. Well, it says LED, so it's presumed.
Well, yeah.
Black and white LED.
A game room, family friendly fun in our game room. They have pool tables, billiards, I should say. Entertainment. There's the Princess Corinne. Enchanting raven-haired princess in a beautiful sky blue gown who makes special appearances during breakfast. Guaranteed she has a backstory and she's related to one of the Disney princesses. That's
no, I think I went into it and she's definitely not.
Oh, there's afternoon storytelling and seasonal activities. Magic at the Majestic, like Dan had mentioned. David Minkin.
Great communication with Alicia, assistant, prior to the show. The location looked a bit second rate, considering that it's just a hotel ballroom with a small stage. But David Minkin was first rate. The setup was great, since this is an intimate show for a smaller audience. My son, 8 years old, is getting into magic, and since he is now old enough to see through my poor attempts, I figure I will take him to his first true magic show. David more than delivered a truly magical experience for him. For me,
I want to go there,
and my wife
too.
as well.
Now it's $200 more than the Viv for your total package. It's $1,550.
I actually have a question,
but it is closer
for Anaheim Majestic.
Oh, Dan's emailing the Anaheim Majestic.
I'm going to call them.
Oh,
right
calling
now?
them. Oh, we're doing it live?
Yep.
All right.
Fun. I want to hear. Put it on speaker. Listener, while he's calling. Not a lot else around.
It's a weird little corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's right across the street from on Ball Road.
Galaxy's
right
Edge.
across the street from from the Team Disney building. But
Yeah.
you just can't get to it. It's not easy. But yeah, it's a nice little complex. It's a pretty big hotel. It looks like a motel.
Yeah, hi. Let me take you off speaker because I cannot hear you very well. Hey, my friends and I, no, it's my phone. My friends and I were just looking at we like to look at hotels because we are weird. We are going to be going to Disneyland next week, and we actually have reservations somewhere else, but I saw that you have a shuttle. I'm curious, could I take the shuttle from Disneyland to the hotel?
Great question.
If I want to see the magic trick, go to the magic show, or go to the buffet?
I'm so interested in the answer. The next hotel we're going to talk to is the Westin Anaheim Resort. The Westin Anaheim Resort.
Okay.
Jimmy is correct. We are talking to them, not about them.
Okay. That makes
We'll
sense.
call the
I
hotel.
just wanted to make sure.
We'll call
Thank
each
you.
hotel. You know what we should have done this whole time is call every hotel.
Yes.
Dan, that's the next feature on the next
The answer
episode. We're going to
is
call
no.
every hotel.
You have to be
How do you-
a hotel guest.
How do you prove it? Room key?
Maybe. He did
Even
seem
if you're
fingerprint?
into
hesitant.
the magic.
So maybe
Retina scan.
maybe
How much is
it's-
the show?
I don't know. Should I call him back?
Dan,
Okay, David
Dan, we're
Minkin
Magic
walking
Majestic.
over there. It's
Buy
not that
tickets.
far.
I'm
a
not
walk.
walking over there.
It's not that far.
It's far enough.
Okay, here we go. All upcoming shows. Experience an incredible evening of magic. Oh, God, he's in two places. Magic at the Biltmore.
Well,
and
he's a
Magic at the
magician,
Majestic.
Jimmy. Come on.
Well, which one do I want to see? Magic at the Biltmore or Lake Como, Italy? Oh, it's a private show.
What?
Damn.
Oh, man.
David
We have to go to
Minkin
Magic.
puts on an
He's not at the
amazing and
Majestic,
innovative
guys,
show.
until August 16th is the
From
next time he's
they're
at the
created
Majestic.
by the great staff until the final performance is an outstanding time. Up close and personal. Oh, can I take the art here?
He's in Phoenix on August 9th.
All right, Dan, it sounds like we're going to the top of the V. We're not going
Yeah.
to the magic show.
Okay, the Magic
Unless
Show
we
is
find
not
another magic show.
Not a big theater. There are a lot of seats available for the August 18th show, $75 or $55 in the back seat. It is raised. VIP seats, where he probably talks to you, $250.
Huh?
Next to the VIP seats, $125. So literally the
you-
next seat.
You're
If
saying
you
for a
want-
magician to talk to me, it costs more than an entire day at Disneyland.
That's right. But the show's probably an hour and a half.
I'm upset that
VIP
you
front
can't-
row center, personal meet and greet with extra magic.
I'll Uber here with you, Eric.
Front
I'll even pay
row,
for the
up
Uber.
close and personal. Premium, second row just right. Premium, elevated, not recommended for those with mobility issues. And raised, elevated, and not recommended for those with mobility issues. There's only
I'll
four
Uber
rows
there
in
with
this
you
theater.
as well, if
Okay.
there's a show.
There's
Ooh.
not. I'm telling you.
I'm talking buffet.
Oh, no,
There
not
you
the
go.
buffet. Hanagi restaurant? You want to go to Hanagi restaurant?
I want to go to buffet. I want a buffet. Let's where Jimmy, you have an out in about half an hour,
30
right?
minutes. Yeah.
30 minutes. So
Okay,
let's move
so
on.
let's move on to the Westin Anaheim Resort.
Listener,
This
once
is-
again, I'm the one keeping us on track, so that's not always
There's something wrong on this show.
not always me.
I'm digging this. This is fun. Okay, the Westin Anaheim Resort, everyone, is in relative proximity to Disneyland. It's across
Possibly the
street
closest of these.
so far.
ish.
Now,
Yeah.
I would say if you're looking at the Disneyland resort as a block, right, from Ball to Catella, the Westin Anaheim is the same distance away as was the one we just talked about, the Majestic, but
it's behind the Incredicoaster. In fact, it is so close and so tall-ish that they turn off their exterior lights at the beginning of World of Color every night.
wow.
Nice. It's a great looking hotel.
It is.
I've heard
when that one was going up.
nothing but good things. Like Chris Provost and David from Fresh Baked, also personal friends of mine, by the way. Not true. They basically say this is a better reason in terms of just a hotel and the amenities and all of that. This place just is way better than the California, Grand Californian.
The California Adventure
true or not,
Hotel.
Who knows?
It's less expensive also.
And you could take the art bus in case you don't want to walk. It's super close though. You could take the Catella line that looks like it runs all day.
Or you can walk across the street.
Or you can walk across the street. But
you'd have to go under a few fences.
I'm just saying after a long day, you may as well.
Yeah, so there are a couple of hotels we haven't talked about yet, but they're less expensive. The JW and the Hilton Anaheim are less expensive than these hotels we're just talking about.
Okay.
But anyway, so the Westin is another Marriott brand. It's a beautiful looking property. It looks within
fantastic.
Walking distance to Disneyland. Nothing about Garden Walk. One of the pictures, and it could be doctored, but one of the pictures of the room is looking at the Ferris wheel and the Incredicoaster. And I can't imagine that's doctored.
I don't think so. Because I'm sure
it's in the right place for it. It looks a lot. It's sort of Bellagio-ish, and it's decor. It has several places to eat, as far as I can tell.
I've wanted to go to a couple of those restaurants. Like, it's so close. Why not?
Yeah,
I have not yet, but
let's see. Let's look at some of the amenities. Check the TV situation here.
There's a UPS.
They do have suites.
Is there a color TV?
I'm
out if it's an LED black and white TV.
They have listed in this order events at and near the Westin Anaheim Resort, Disneyland Resort, and then ideal location for exploring Orange County. Meeting event space. Obviously, I think this is really going to be more of a convention or a hotel also.
This one? No, I don't think so. I think
it's right by the convention center.
It's in it practically.
But I mean, I think that this has a universal appeal to, if you want a nice and probably capital N nice hotel to stay at. Like if you want to feel like I'm at a resort that happens to be very close to Disneyland, I'm at a resort and I'm going to Disneyland. This seems like the place.
This is the place, Dan. Forget the Viv altogether, because there's an outdoor rooftop bar that is watching the fireworks and the Incredicoaster simultaneously.
I was just going to say that I'm looking at that very rooftop lounge. And I don't know if this will mean anything to anybody, but just as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, this says something to me. It is about, of that building, not the entire resort, but of the building that it's on, it is about a sixth of the roof footprint, where most rooftop lounges are like, there's a little place outside where, we converted the old like smoking patio to a lounge. Like this is considerable amount of real estate.
It's big, and it's called Rise Rooftop Lounge. I wonder, can you get there? Oh yeah, you can book a table, so you can get in there even if you're not staying there.
Yeah.
Dan, are we going to Rise or Top of the V next week?
Rise is across the street, man. Rise up.
I'd be okay with going either.
Then there's the Tangerine Room, also California restaurant near Disneyland. It's open for breakfast and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's broken from breakfast through dinner through 10 p.m. Rise is open until 11. Casual dress code. They have a website.
Fleming's Steakhouse.
Bella's Splash Pool Bar. It's open until 6. Blossom Cafe and Market. Fleming's Prime Steakhouse. Fleming's is good.
But they also have bar 10:30, which closes at 10 a.m. So I think Bella's is more the
Puxto Bar 10:30.
For...
This is a convention hotel. That many restaurants? Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tangerine Room, Rise, Bella's Splash Pool Bar, Blossom Cafe and Market, Fleming's Steakhouse, Putzco.
So it's a nice resort hotel that families can enjoy. The younger cocaine couple comes here when they're like 30. And also they have baseline sort of clientele of the
this is where the
convention
executives are
people.
Staying at the convention center. This is where the exexecutives stay. They go to the convention.
Yeah.
If they don't want to stay at Grand Californian and take an Uber a block away.
Right.
Well, this is where middle management goes on upper management's Marriott points.
There you go. But yeah, they have a huge meeting spaces and meeting rooms, convention space. Like there's a lot to offer at this hotel, but definitely worth a stop in for sure.
Yeah,
this is awesome. I've always wanted to go into this place.
If it were across harbor, which it wouldn't be based on just what it is, this would be without a question like the place.
That place, yeah, good point. Just that extra half mile makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and it's not about like as a fat guy, I gotta make this clear. It's not about the like, I don't want to have to walk. It's the opposite thing of like it's across the street. You know,
yeah.
There's a different energy to. I'm gonna cross this street and then cross that street, and then I gotta go through the downtown Disney, and it's just a weird circuitous circumference. It's all of those things, and then whereas like say Anaheim Hotel, probably the same amount of walk, roughly, or let's say to be fair, Castle Inn, same amount of walk, but you look outside, you're like, but it's like it's right. That makes sense, right? What I'm getting at.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not just purely
the same as staying at Pixar Pier.
Yeah, I mean, it's partially fat guy thing. I'm not going to lie, but it's like it's not just that.
No, it was disheartening to stay at Pixar Place when I was last there for a convention. I stayed there and I could see the Incredicoaster from my room, from the lobby, from the front of the building, and it was a 2-mile walk to get to the Incredicoaster.
It's like I think about staying here, and it's like it sounds nice. I want to stay here. I would love to stay here, but then there's that feeling of like, but it would be perfect if it was just right over there.
Yeah. Here's an interesting thing. I've moved on to the Anaheim Marriott, which is the ultimate in convention hotel. It is at the convention center. This and the Hilton, I would say, probably synonymous. They're the same basic thing.
If you like rectangles,
brand preference. Yes. Here's an interesting observation on Google Maps. When I looked at this, I scroll down through all these episodes on Google Maps, and I go to the website, which is on the left little tab, whatever. Mm-hmm. This is something I've never noticed before, but it says listed Marriott.com, phone number, address, check-in, checkout time, and then just under that is LGBTQ plus friendly. I hadn't seen that before, and I wonder, is that something they specifically have to list? Or by default, if it's not listed there, does that mean they're not friendly? That's really strange. I think it's great, don't get me wrong.
Are they reaching for something, or is this like a legitimate?
Yeah, I think there was a lawsuit. No, I think honestly that tells me, to me, that was a court. I don't know if it was court ordered, but it was there because they want to say like, whatever you've heard.
So it's a reaction.
We just want to be clear
because it's not listed under the Westin one on Google Maps.
It's like whenever you see one of those signs somewhere where it's just like, please do not use the 32-ounce styrofoam cups from so-and-so store to feed the ducks.
Yeah, it's
like,
not listed
okay, that happened.
I'm looking at like 3 or 4 others, and none of them have the LGBTQ plus friendly icon.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I mean,
anyway,
I don't know for sure. It just, to my eyes, it is very much like one of those things where, and I think Jimmy, we've done this before, where we'll see that weirdly specific thing, and we go like, there was a meeting.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody said, "What do we do?"
Anaheim Marriott is what it's called. Looks like there's 2 towers. It's directly across the street from the Anaheim Hilton. I think that's just brand preference at this point. Visit our Anaheim hotel near Disneyland Resort. You can enhance your stay. Standard hotel rooms, standard look. It looks like they're not carpeted. Looks like more of a linoleum type floor.
The lobby's cool. I've been in the lobby.
Yeah,
of this and the other.
I hope you're at a
Anaheim
convention
Hilton.
because I don't know why anyone would go there. I mean, I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure this place and Anaheim Hilton are fine. But as far as staying at either of these places to go to the parks, stay at the Cortona, the Clarion, the Sheraton, or hell, if you say this is less expensive than
this is less expensive.
Westin. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going here to stay, if you're staying here to go to the parks, suck it up and go to Lulu. That's because it's closer.
And this is a convention
rooms.
hotel.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. They do have guaranteed connected rooms though.
Or hell, go to the Candy Cane Inn. It's probably cheaper, and it'll be a better experience.
Okay. Just a couple highlights. The dining on site appears to be available. There's dining. There is. My internet's running a little bit slow. They have fresh California cuisine, Fuse Restaurant, Bar, and Lounge. You can make a reservation. It looks very lovely. Cultivating sustainable cuisine at Fuse. And there's Slice Pizzeria.
Art-wise, you're going to be taking the Grand Plaza line.
Now, the Grand Fuse Restaurant, Bar, and Lounge is open for breakfast and dinner. On the weekends, open till 1 a.m. That is a convention bar, if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
The Market Cafe, the Slice Pizzeria, Fuse a la carte mobile dining, Concierge Lounge. That's where you and I would be, Dan. There you go. And it's also listing Downtown Disney as your culinary magic restaurants near.
Your view from the rooftop bar is of the Hilton.
Nice. Yeah. So if you have shiny polos and are not uncomfortable wearing a lanyard, you've probably stayed here. Getting back to transportation, Grand Plaza line, but just a reminder, it is also one of those places where you could just as easily walk across the street to Toy Story parking. And as long as they're doing security at the parking at Toy Story parking, you really may as well, because it's going to be way more convenient.
Okay, let's move on to the Anaheim Hilton just across the street. So basically
all the same stuff
applies. All
but
the
convenient views of the Anaheim Marriott.
It is not.
I think this one has
LGBTQ plus friendly, evidently.
No, they absolutely hate everybody in every community.
It's so funny. That's the only one.
I think it's safe to say all the same stuff. This one I think does have a little bit more of a historical feel, that like late 70s, early 80s, like mall chic sort of.
Oh
feel,
yeah.
Which again, I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I think that's actually pretty wonderful, but I don't know, that vibe can be depressing. You know, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It looks awesome in some very specific ways, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just going through a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Disneyland. Yeah, like there's that
FedEx
bear. It's just like
that's the convention aspect of it.
If you enjoy airports like as just a place to go, this place is going to be wonderful.
Yeah, it looks like there's a restaurant called Mix, and then there's Poppy's Lounge. So there you go. Convention hotel. But, if you're a Marriott loyalist this is one of the few Hiltons we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a Hilton Honors member and you want to use points to stay at Disneyland, this is your spot.
I just to be fair, I would probably, if they have a reasonable deal going or something, I have been tempted to stay here specifically for that. Like I like the airport vibe,
that aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nothing
Poppy's
wrong with
Lounge, nice cocktails. They have shareables and salads also. It's probably open late on account of the location.
Like if they had fondue, I wouldn't be surprised, but it would totally be like, oh yeah, this is leftover. We never got rid of it.
Their fondue machine.
Yeah.
They need a magician.
I wish we would have ended with the Westin or the Majestic had we planned this better, but we're going to end with the final Superior.
Ones we were excited about.
I think you're going to like that we're ending on this one.
Yeah, so the JW Marriott, I've had clients stay there. It's really good proximity to the resort.
You could actually, I guess there's an entrance that you can take from the hotel to like the middle-ish of Garden Walk. And then you just kind of walk to the park from there. So
yes, it's very close to Garden Walk. It's right on Harbor. Excuse me, not on Harbor. It's on Catella.
Catella, okay.
Yeah, it's. I think there's.
Yeah, it's at
like
Garden
a
Walk.
garden area. They have a ramen place, and I think from the garden area, I believe there's a gate that you can take to go in and out to Garden Walk.
It's at Garden Walk. There's got to be. Magic awaits at our AAA 4-diamond hotel near Disneyland.
Huh.
So say what you will about Garden Walk, but in terms of like access to amenities, there's a lot.
They've got restaurants.
You're staying
they have
in a
to have
mall.
a magician there. And Garden Walk, they've got to have a magic show, right?
Sure. They have a little teepee in one of the rooms. That's fun. JW Marriott is like the high end of the Marriott brand.
Okay.
It looks like you can see fireworks from the roof.
Most likely. I mean, you got an AMC theater there. You got Johnny Rockets. I mean, at Garden Walk, but still, it's essentially part of Garden Walk, so it counts.
Oh, they still have a ride makers.
Yeah. Looks like they have looks like their pool is situated in a place where it doesn't get a lot of sun. I'm just thinking it probably after 11, it doesn't get a lot of sun, to be honest.
Oh, not too hot.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Sitting there. Okay.
Because the tower blocks it. It's just a rectangular pool, nothing special.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear to have a pool bar either.
Doesn't mean it doesn't.
The lobby looks cool.
Listed. Yeah, everything about it looks really cool.
It looks like, I'm looking at the dad's got a cocktail in his hand at the pool. So does mom in the pool with glass.
Oh, damn.
I can't be
That's
right.
either class or a problem, depending on how the pool's set up.
And it's tall enough that you can see into the parks.
Mm-hmm.
Those rooms look pretty great, actually.
It's got a very kind of I realize when I make these clarifications how sarcastic I am all the time, because I need to say I don't mean this in a negative way.
I'm being for true.
I'm actually being. It has a very like wellness chic sort of look to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's a lot of wood, a lot of marble.
This feels like the upscale, very wealthy family Disneyland trip.
Oh, I'd hang out at that pool. Wow, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's got a garden. The whole garden area looks nice. Everything about it looks really nice.
Flowers.
Yeah, but not like overdone nice, which I think, if I'm being honest, I think the Westin might edge into that territory a little bit.
Too nice.
not too nice. Just sort of I'd feel bad walking around the lobby with my, in my pajamas and flip flops.
Okay.
Here it would just be like, oh, okay, it is a hotel after all.
There's
art.
Cocktail lounge with light fare, valet same day dry cleaning.
Wow. That's an amenity. That's a convention.
Sure is.
A conventionity. I don't know how to say that.
I would argue that this, just, and speaking of that word that you almost said, I don't know that this is a very convention hotel, because there are other hotels closer that do the same thing.
Very true.
They do. As a matter of fact, it's same day valet dry cleaning service.
Eric, do you have any thoughts about dry cleaning?
I love the idea of dry cleaning. It's a convention thing.
Right.
Kind of.
And then I'm also going to think on the fly when you say convention that this place seems like it's very much like all the amenities of these convention hotels, but it's far enough away from the convention center and probably more at a higher price point that most just straight up convention people aren't going to be going here.
That's right.
A very salient point.
Thank you. These are all new things that we haven't said before.
No, we've never said them.
So Toccaferro Italian Chop House. Toccaferro is Italian for touch iron. Looks incredible.
Yeah, touch it.
Then there's this rooftop bar and lounge where you can see the entirety of the Disneyland Resort. They have something called Citriculture. Citriculture is the full-service indoor-outdoor lobby and pool bar. Features warm, elevated hospitality and counter-friendly fare with pizzas, burgers, chicken, and more.
Where's the citrus?
I've always wanted more. Enjoy a seed-to-table experience and chic decor in an open-air atmosphere, or dine poolside with ready-to-serve favorites and handcraft cocktails made with simplicity and flavor. I went to go to there.
Yeah. I think going back to this versus Westin, I think I would love to stay at the Westin, but this one feels more repeatable, and it feels like
in-room
more
dining.
They are probably super comparable in a lot of ways. This one feels more,
I see that.
I guess, warm.
Yeah.
I guess
warm is good. Yeah,
and I also like that this. At the Westin, to get to the park, it's kind of the same amount of walk, but at the Westin, you have to go around things to get there. Here, you go through things.
Yeah, the outdoor rooftop bar is called Parkistry.
I think.
Skyline Serenades, live music at Parkistry. Serenity Garden Spritz Ritual is a garden.
Jimmy, you were saying some time ago that you were looking for a new
Disneyland,
go-to for when you go to.
Yeah, I'm in. But geographically, it's the same distance.
You got all your points and stuff.
The Westin. Yeah, as the crow flies, it's the same
as
distance.
the bird flies, as they say.
If you could walk through that empty lot between the King's Inn, Castle Inn, and whatever, there's that open empty lot. If you could just walk through that lot, it's significantly closer.
Right. But instead you walk through
the garden walk up to Disney Way.
The garden walk, which I don't even like garden walk. I never have any interest in going to garden walk ever. However, if I'm staying at JW Marriott, I would be excited to explore the garden walk. Like, I can go see a movie.
It's true.
I could go do this. I could go.
He's not kidding.
Go get ATM.
They have an ATM.
I love ATM.
Anyway.
I don't know why that broke in. But.
Anyway, JW Marriott's my new go-to, everybody. This is it. That was the whole point of this.
One thing that broke me recently, and I'm not going to say why, it's driving through a part of town that's not so great, and there's a strip club. And on the side, has a neon sign.
It's quite a feature.
ATM. Like,
of course you need cash.
Cash.
Handy.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do they have singles?
Dispensed.
I might need to explain the joke to Eric.
He doesn't mean access to money or automated teller machine, Eric.
No, listener, if you would like to say what it is,
the
you can
Cheesecake
call
Factory's right
856
next
our
door.
ears.
PF Chang's is right next door. I mean, you got it all.
Yeah.
JW Marriott is the new go-to.
Jimmy's in
the whole
love with
purpose
this place.
of this series of
CPK.
Hotel Discovery is to figure out what my new Anaheim Marriott Suites is. It is now the JW Marriott.
Well, I'm looking forward to enjoying it with you on.
Let's see.
There's also a fire station right.
They have
right
entertainment.
there, so
do they have color TVs?
Okay, so
the fire station,
$336 for
Jimmy's booking
one king bed, one queen bed, and one twin bed is $11.78.
September
I know that tone. Okay, Jimmy, if you want to do this, look at August. August, I'm going to be there. I'm going to go.
Right. Yeah, we talked about that
for bad reasons.
But we weren't going to be able to do the recording, which was the goal, was to do the blowout. What were the dates?
All right.
What were the dates?
Anyway, Jimmy's, huh? We'll talk. We'll talk later when you don't have an out in 4 minutes. That has been our thing. Should we play out on the?
Oh yeah. So hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. Next time we'll get back to the deluxe resorts at the Walt Disney World Resort, going a little bit more detail on the hotels as they're all themed, et cetera, et cetera. Until next time, 856 Our Ears, concierge.com. Other shows are great. Listen to them. And until next time, be good to each other. And Dan has something to say.
I'll do it proper while Jimmy is doing his thing. Okay. So you have other shows on the network. Eric, would you like to play our hotel's music to play me out? Or did you have another? Here we go. Thank you for listening to this podcast. We have several other podcasts you can listen to. One of them is called Ears Up. If you're typing it in, there's a hyphen somewhere. And you could also listen to Ears Up in Depth. Ooh. And then that show is no longer being made. And if you listen to certain episodes, discount, you can find out why. We also have PewDiePod. They have a magic key holder discount at Ears Up that you can cash in on at the JW Marriott, where they have an ATM.
He doesn't mean automated teller machine either.
There's also PewDiePod. They watch. No, there's a joke.
Oh no.
I get it. If you're listening to this and you have a teenager or someone of that age who is giggling uncontrollably, just make sure and just focus on them and ask them, why is that funny? Anyway, we also have PewDiePod. They talk about Marvel. They watch Marvel movies and they talk about them. You know how podcasts work. There's also Milk Lemonade around the corner, Bantha Milk, also known as Bantha Milk Podcast. We like them. We don't know what they're talking about right now. Star Wars is happening. I think they are okay with Kathleen Kennedy. I know I am. But you know what else I'm okay with? I'm okay with you, listener, because I love you. Everything's fine. The world is not falling apart. And you might be thinking I'm talking to everyone else, but I'm actually talking to you. Thank you for listening to our show and watching our video. Court is adjourned. And until next time, be good to yourselves, each other, other people. Fresh baked. Goodbye.
Kisses. Jelly rolls on the beach. We can make Jimmy's ears bleed again.
Yeah, I don't know what beach she's talking about.
Dueling pianos. That's what it is.
Stands in.
Love it.
All right.